Hello everyone, welcome to JustGiji. Hope you are all doing well. Today I'm here with a book review, and this is my first video of a book review, and I have a great book to share with you. Reading is my favorite way to develop my mind because it's the most effective way to learn something. I like reading all kinds of books, especially the books that expand my mind and thoughts to look at things differently. And this book is one of them, and it's on the top of my list, and the book is The Art of Stillness by Pico Iyer. An unexpected truth from a celebrated travel writer. Stillness just might be the ultimate adventure. And he talks about how we can find happiness within us going nowhere. Born in 1957 in Oxford, England, Pico Iyer earned a master's degree at Harvard and led a glamorous life. He had a Manhattan apartment, a job crisscrossing the globe on assignment with the reporting on world affairs for Time magazine. Yet he was so busy, he never stopped to figure out whether or not he was really happy. So when he was 29, he decided to take a chance on a quieter life in a place he says always felt familiar to him. He abandoned his dream life for a single room on the back street of Kyoto, Japan, and he became an author of 13 books. He shares the wisdom he learns in his latest book, The Art of Stillness. If you are feeling overwhelmed by the business, the speed and noise of your life, turning down the volume, getting still, and going nowhere can be life-changing. What a powerful message. This book was published in 2014, but I believe now it's a perfect time to share with you all because of what we are going through with the COVID-19 pandemic. This book starts with my most favorite quotes from The Wizard of Oz. If I ever go looking for my heart's desire again, I won't look any further than my own backyard. Because if it isn't there, I never really lost it to begin with. Dorothy, the Wizard of Oz. The wisest teaching ever, isn't it? Philosophy. Never look further than your own backyard, because anything you need to find is right here. Isn't that great? On page 6 he says, more and more of us like emergency room physicians, permanently on call, required to heal ourselves but unable to find the prescription for all the clutter on our desk. We are living in the speed of light, and we should be living in the speed of a tree and know the clouds above. In other words, slowing down is very important in our life. During this pandemic time, I believe we all learned the value of slowing down. We learned to appreciate nature. We learned how to be content alone. We learned the importance of talking to friends and family. We learned God is reality, and we don't need a church or a congregation or a temple for praying to God. And most importantly, we learned it's not the experience that makes our life, it's how you respond to them. Isn't it? On page 13 he says, going nowhere isn't about turning your back on the world. It is about stepping away now and then so that you can see the world more clearly and love it more deeply. Perfect message for today. We might be stepping away from everything now, so when this time passed, when everything is back to normal, we could see the world more clearly and love it more deeply. On page 26 he says, clouds and blue sky of course are how Buddhist explains the nature of our mind. There may be clouds passing across it, but that doesn't mean a blue sky isn't always there behind the obscurations. All you need is the patience to sit still until the blue shows up again. In other words, patience helps us to make better decisions. Pico says, if you are in a long line waiting for something, instead of getting angry at the line, just think of it as you got yourself a mini vacation to go nowhere. Just go deep within you. Stillness is about listening, and when you are really listening, you are hearing a voice that voice within yourself. Wow, I never thought of that before. This is really good. On page 54 he says, stress is contagious. Studies have found if only the poor overburdened mother could ask her husband or her mother or a friend to look after her kids for 30 minutes a day, I'm sure she would have much more freshness and delight to share with her children when she came back and with her business. This is a very powerful message for some people who always says, I have X amount of kids, I don't have the luxury to meditate myself. Meditation helps us to control our mind and thoughts. Meditation is not always about practicing yoga or sitting in a certain position. I do moving meditation in my daily life with mindful nature walks. I believe some form of meditation is essential to feel well and live a happy life. I do believe that. On page 55, he says, when I left New York City for the back street of Japan, I figured I would be growing poorer in terms of money, amusements, social life, and obvious prospect. But I would be richer in what I prize most, days and hours. Wow, how many of us thought about becoming richer in days and hours? After reading this book, I'm seriously considering it. On page 66, he says, in an age of speed, I began to think nothing could be more invigorating than going slow. In an age of distraction, nothing can feel more luxurious than paying attention. And in an age of constant movement, nothing is more urgent than sitting still. Take a little bit of time to be still to gather yourself. You end up infusing more, deeper, profound way everything you touch. What a powerful message. After a lifetime of circling the globe, through this book, Pico says he discovered the key to true happiness can be found within. He also says we lose a lot of time and energy looking for elsewhere. When it has to be here, that's the only place you will find it. I highly recommend reading this book if you haven't already. It's a great book. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more videos, please visit JustGiji.com or JustGiji YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.